What's that? It's Hippo Balls, week 4, coming to you live from the Hippo Den. It is Hippo himself, and I am hungover and tired. And I know, I went to bed at 1 a.m. That's not even late. Oh, sick, you didn't even go to Club Space. I get it. I'm lame. I'm used to going to sleep early. I drank all day yesterday. I went to the FSU game, and I'm hungover and tired. I apologize. But I'm still here doing Hippo for you because that's what, I missed last week, Cancun. So I got a long Hippo episode, so strap in. We're starting with college football roundup. College football roundup. First game, we got James Madison curb stomping the shit out of UNC, 70-50. Of course, I bet the under 48.5, which they covered in the first quarter, 70-50. 120 points scored in the game. The Gators beat Mississippi State 45-28 with the weird QB system that Napier is doing. Saved his job for another week. He's like every 3 plays, every 3 drives, he's putting in the other QB. It's weird, but I guess it worked. Mississippi State also terrible, but good for the Gators, good for Napier. USC, Michigan, 24-27. Michigan last second rushing TD to win the game. That was a good game. I was watching that. Monmouth beat FIU. FIU was minus 12 and they lost 45-42. FIU is 1-3 under the Pitbull reign. Hot seat Pitbull. FIU has been underperforming under Pitbull's reign. FSU, how about them Noles? We got a dub on the board. I was there last night in the box. No big deal. Like I said, 14-9 in a barn burner against Cal. The offense still looks like shit, but the defense looked good. I still hope they bench DJ, but win's a win. We are not back, but not dead. And Miami, of course, still looks elite, 50-15. Cam Ward, very, very good. His draft stock is rising. Lastly, we got Baylor, Colorado. 38-31. My stock on Shedeur Sanders has been dropping. I think he's a jerk. I think Deion's a jerk. I think the whole family's cocky assholes. But Shedeur Sanders last night, Hail Mary in the rain, with 0 seconds on the clock to get them into overtime, bombs it. They catch it in the end zone. And then in overtime, Travis Hunter causes a fumble, and they win the game in overtime. Good for Colorado. Good for Shedeur Sanders. Good for Travis Hunter. Starting off with who's back. We got who's back. Lovable zoo animals are back. Lovable zoo animals, and I am partial to hippos, of course. We've had Shamu, we've had Harambe, now we have Mudang. Mudang, who I'm sure you have heard of, is the baby pygmy hippo in the Thai Zoo. And Ben has been gatekeeping her, I guess, because Ben, of course, knows all the zoo animals, did not tell us about Mudang, but the internet has, and she's super cute. And she's taking the world by storm, and she has her own live stream now. I'm sure she's going to come out with her own OnlyFans and podcast soon. Will Mudang become another sad case of a child star, or will she rise above it? We will see. But for now, Mudang is definitely back. Next up, we got Mossad. Mossad's back. They are the GOAT intelligence agency, and they continue to dominate. This last week, we had exploding pagers and walkie-talkies, killing and injuring thousands of Hezbollah terrorists all at once across the whole Middle East. All of their pagers and walkie-talkies were blowing up in their pockets. A bunch of them dead, a bunch of them injured. Super precisely, expertly targeted King State Kings. Everyone thought it was a massive success. Of course, pinpoint precision. Israel, CIA is the greatest ever. I know everyone was very impressed with them. Next up, we have RFK scandals. RFK scandals are back. This guy has been in the news for months. Tons of weird shit with the dead bear and the whale head. Now news has come out that RFK once had 43 mistresses in his cell phone at one time, including now wife Cheryl Hines. Kennedy, of course, the Kennedys are known for mistresses. President JFK had Marilyn Monroe, and RFK Jr. had 43 mistresses in his phone all at once. And now New York Magazine journalist Olivia Nuzzi has been placed on leave for an affair with him. His second wife died of suicide. I get it. What a weird man. He uses Robert Strong as his pseudonym while traveling so he can have affairs. And he had all 43 of those mistresses in his phone under a list labeled G, which is short for Gumar, Italian for mistress. Super weird guy. Next up on Who's Back, we have Fall. Fall is back. Today is the first day of fall. Sunday, September 22nd. Today, first day of fall. So get out your cozy sweaters. light a scented candle, grab a pumpkin spice latte, and put on an episode of Gilmore Girls. We are back. Fall is back. Fuck summer. Lastly, on Who's Back, we have Otani. Shohei Otani. First member ever of the 50-50 club. 50 home runs, 50 steals. He played the Marlins over the weekend. Went 6 for 6, 3 home runs, 2 steals, over 10 RBIs. Greatest game ever, some are saying. Marlins also were throwing him cupcakes because they wanted him to break the record there because Marlins are so pathetic. So I think Marlins let him have it there. Still, Otani, unreal. He's not even pitching. He's also the greatest pitcher ever. He's a robot. Next up we have Who's Dead? Who's Dead? Sad news last night or this morning coming out. Mercury Morris died. Mercury Morris. Electric running back from the 1972 Dolphins. Also went to prison for cocaine trafficking, but mainly electric running back from the Dolphins. Passed away. Another 1972 Dolphins team member died. Very sad for Mercury Morris. Hopefully the Finns win one today for Mercury. I am feeling a little confident about the game. I don't know why. I think Skylar's going to play fine. Next up on Who's Dead, we got jabs or injections, as the woke like to call it. Vaccinations are a hot topic right now, of course, so Big Pharma is pivoting like Big Tobacco from cigarettes to Zyn packages, from flu vaccines to flu nasal sprays that you can take at home. All of our injections may be nasal sprays in the future, and that was just approved, and we'll see. Maybe I will do that this year instead of the flu shot. Lastly, not lastly, we have a few more Who's Dead, but next on Who's Dead, we have the Waj Shams rivalry is dead. The Woj bombs and Shams rivalry, of course. Woj retired to go be a GM at St. Bonaventure, so there's no more rivalry there. They would always go head to head, trying to drop news as quick as they can. Now maybe he'll have a rivalry with Windy Rising on that news, I guess. Next up, we have the big story. Diddy, bad boy for life. Diddy was arrested on September 16th for sex trafficking and racketeering. We've been hearing rumblings of him possibly going down. Finally, it happened. Very curiously, right after Donald Trump's second assassination attempt. They want to try to hide the ball from you. So Diddy was arrested, and we know that he beat and dragged Cassie through the hotel lobby. He comes out that he's clearly a bad guy, of course. We all can agree that he's a bad guy. It came out that he's having freak-offs, and it's very weird to hear people that are like doing the case like professionally saying that he had freak-offs. They found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and freak-offs, I guess, are like weird sex parties that last like days on end, where they freak off against each other, and guys are having sex with guys, and girls are having sex with girls, and the ages don't matter, and the genders are. A lot of stuff is going on, and baby oils everywhere. Weird shit. Of course, Kim Porter died a couple years back. That's a little fishy now. J-Lo's not looking great right now. Usher deleted all of his Twitter. Justin Bieber, you kind of now thinking maybe he got some bad stuff happened to him. Diddy is on suicide watch now, which sounds a little familiar to Jeffrey Epstein. I'm sure nobody wants to be known to have been at the freak-offs. Also, Meek Mill, again, looking pretty sus, because he was at this freak-offs. Super gay stuff going on there. Not that there's anything wrong with that, except for the sex trafficking and racketeering and weird other shit, forcing people to have sex and blackmailing them. Weird Diddy stuff. Jay-Z was also there. Jay-Z's on alert. Next up, we got Bryce Young. Oh no, never mind. That's for the next segment. Sorry, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm pushing through. Republican Party. The Republican Party in North Carolina is dead. And we'll see, will this cost Trump North Carolina? Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, who is a self-proclaimed Holocaust denier who calls gay people maggots, said trans people should go to the bathroom outside. Found to have written on porn sites he's a black Nazi. Huh. And he said Hitler is better than Obama. He spies on girls in public bathrooms and showers. He loves trans porn, even though he hates trans people. It's always those people that come out that they love I hate gays, and now they're gay. He's one of those. Says he's a perv. Said slavery is not bad. Says he wishes he could join the KKK, and called MLK a phony. First of all, commenting on porn sites in general is a crazy person move. Whenever not saying you watch it or don't watch it, but if you do, you realize like there's a bunch of comments under who takes weird shit. Weird people do that. He's one of those. He's also found on Ashley Madison, which of course is the website for people trying to cheat on their wives or husbands. It also Duolingo came out and said that he was learning German. I don't know. Very bad for Trump in North Carolina. I assume he's going to lose. The idea that he's a lieutenant governor now is crazy. What a weird world we're living in. Who's back? Who's not back but not dead? We have Bryce Young benched after the number one pick. It's year three, I think. Year three or year two? Year two, I think. Benched for Andy Dalton. He's playing so bad. The Panthers are so bad. David Tepper is one of the worst GMs ever. And he's benched. Now they're saying that he's just in timeout, which is a weird thing to say, and that he's going to come back later in the season, and they just want to like teach him a lesson, which is strange. Tyrese Maxey also seen with his girlfriend, who I guess is now his ex-girlfriend. So he got his girl taken. He got his starting job taken. Not back but not dead, because we've seen Baker Mayfield and we've seen Sam Darnold go on to live great lives after the Panthers. So maybe he gets traded somewhere. Maybe he turns out okay. Lastly, on who's not back but not dead, we have Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson did an interview with The Guardian where she said she's heard Kamala's not black, that she's Indian, and that her father is white, which is clearly not true. Her father's definitely not white. I think it's good to hear from Janet Jackson. So she's not dead, but she's not back, but kind of calling the kettle white with all the MJ black-white stuff. Weird vibes from Janet Jackson. Show of the week, the Aaron Hernandez show, I guess. Bets of the week. I didn't do those. Let's do those live. Let's fuck it. Let's do it live. There's Panthers games on today? What is that? There's 2 Panthers games on today? That doesn't make, I don't even understand how the NHL works. Seahawks -4 at home. I like Dolphins +4. I think they do it for Mercury Morris. I think Skyler plays a good game. Sneaky, give me Dolphins +4 and give me over 41.5. Give me over 41.5 in that game. I like that. Give me Falcons +3 at home against the Chiefs. Arthur Blank is getting inducted into the Falcons Hall of Fame. He just decided to induct himself, and he's offering everyone in the stadium free hot dogs and popcorn. You get 2 free hot dogs and a bunch of popcorn. I like that. I think Kirk plays well. I think that they win. They're saying it's like the biggest Falcons game. They beat the Eagles last week. The Falcons are no joke. Give me the Falcons to win money line on that. And then Panthers +5.5. When you switch quarterbacks, you automatically do better. Andy Dalton's so much better than Bryce Young at this point. I think they play well. They're playing the Raiders. Give me Panthers +5.5. That's all I have. Have a day, or don't.